and welcome to another video in a community that believes weird is wonderful and magic is so real. And welcome to a video I never thought I would make. Sorry, I'm laughing because it's like such a dramatic way of phrasing it. And y'all, I will never be doing them clickbaity videos. I feel like whatever I title this will still be accurate because I feel like clickbait is just not accurate. But anyway, what we are doing today is a thing I truly never thought I would do. And it's not a huge thing, but it's going to make a huge difference for us. So let's get into it. Lumos. And let's turn the light on so we don't look as ghostly. We don't highlight our ghostliness. So maybe you're wondering right now, also welcome to a vlog. Did I say that? We are vlogging here. I mentioned in the Discord group that maybe I shouldn't put this out there just in case I don't make it happen, but it is one of my goals to put out 2 videos a week. Also, I'm not awake right now. The coffee is up there waiting for me to devour it. So it's like 6:30 in the morning. But anyway, one of my goals, and I haven't taken my meds, and I need to do that. If anybody wants updates on those, like, let me know. I don't know why I told you about that in the last vlog, but I do what I do. It just comes out. But one of my goals is to have 2 videos a week for you. And 1 video enough is she's a lot for a full-time working person. But I just really want to. I like having a balance of vlogs and daily, this is my life, this is me. Let's just cover all things that feel magical to me, which is life, really. I mean, we're like lucky to live here. Sorry if you find this weird. Clearly you're new. It's our privacy. We need to come up with something else. But I love vlogs from other people. I love getting to know people. And I love stuff too. So my goal is to have like 1 video of the things. Because, you know, we're always accumulating. We have rooms to build. We will be talking about accumulating in this video. And then a vlog of some kind. Where we pick up the camera and we just have a chat or we do a thing. So we're doing a thing today. And let me start by telling you where we're at. We're on my 1st floor. This is a room. I don't show you much. So over here are the stairs upwards to the main event that you would normally see. But down here is the room. I still need to record, okay? If you're wondering why I haven't recorded this room, this is why. She's a hot mess. This is what happens when you list stuff for sale. You have to hold and hoard boxes and boxes and boxes of bubble wrap and boxes of packing paper. Like all the way on this side is everything for sale. And I want it all gone. So if anybody just wants to take it off my hands, I need to sort out the Legos that we still have a few very pricey Legos that I need to get up, and they are just, yeah, it makes me nervous to put those up online. But anyway, this is what's going to be the Slytherin room. We'll do a video at some point, like just talking about what I want to do with it. But because this is my front door here. So when we come through the front door, this is all leading up to what we're doing today. I'm going to go through here. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. She looks a hot mess. This is an area I haven't really shown you much because it's like mostly Matt's area, and we will do a video. A number of you have asked and you want to see like what he collects, just his whole vibe. We'll do that, but what we're doing today is going to help to get us to that point. So also I need to do a video in this room. So we walk in here. This is our garage. We don't have a car. That is the perk of not having a car, is we get more space. This is we've been calling it the Disney room, and like I said, I'll do a video on it. My cat's staring at me. It's becoming what Matt is calling the rumpus room, because it is mostly Disney, but we are accumulating a number of other things. And I'm seeing something we're going to unbox, and I don't want to show you on camera. But anyway, as I keep walking, because we have a little curtain that I need to change. I don't like that color. And we'll be able to do that. I get into what is Matt's office. We also have a saw on the door. She's chaos. So I'm in Matt's office. This is not Matt's office. Let me tell you what this is right now. I'm not going to show you the other side very much because we will do that in a video. So let's talk about this. This, my friends, so this is Matt's chair. The actual garage door is right here. We've transferred it into his office, but does this read office to you? No. And I have felt so guilty for a while back on me. Okay, back here, back here. Whoa, the lighting. I have felt so guilty that he's the freaking best. He's the freaking best. And I love him so much. And he lets me have and do whatever I want pretty much with this entire house. And he gets this space. And this is all he gets. And he needs more space. He needs more space. Okay, how am I supposed to buy him more things? You know, they need places to go. So, okay, back at this. So what is on this side? It's a very oddly shaped situation. If you could see, here's where the garage door comes up. But over here, this is stuff that doesn't have a place, but a lot of it is like paint, tools, down, like it's a hot mess. I've not shown you this. Then we have like our emergency water supply. We've kept like cardboard boxes that Matt has a project he wants to do. He has a number of projects that he wants to do that will be on this channel at some point. And then over here, this is all of our decor. Everything that's in red, obviously you could probably tell what holiday this is. I don't know what I just dropped, but we have garland hanging off the daggone roof here, the ceiling. Oh, sorry, we've got toilet paper up there too. It's just supplies. And then if you could tell over here, that is Halloween. There are some black bins back there. There are a number of black bins. So the red bins are all Christmas decor. These are wreaths right here. And then the black bins, which are tucked over there and in the back, are Halloween. Well, they're about to go. They're about to go. And no, we are still decorating. In fact, what we're going to do, so let's just say it. We got a storage unit. I never in my life, I used to be, I feel like maybe a lot of us are this way. I don't know. I used to be a really judgmental person. I wouldn't say it's all gone away. Because humans be weird, okay? And I can have internal thoughts, we all do. But I used to be a really judgmental person. And I remember I was a minimalist at a point, and we traveled in an RV full time, and we didn't have a lot of stuff. Just, you know, we were just seeing things, and we brought our cats with us. And I remember thinking, really? People pay to store their things? Like, only in America do people pay to store their things? And that's probably accurate. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we are a nation of stuff. But I'm a channel that enjoys like things and expression, and I've come to not feel shame around that and actually embrace it, because I'm also a person that if something happens and goes missing, my life isn't over. So I have learned from my time like being a minimalist and having that label to not have so much attachment. I do initially. I mean, come on, if you watch any Christmas video or anything I unbox, I have the feelings. But a lot of things can be replaced, and I still value like the people, our family, like all of those things. But I do love stuff. Like I love a physical like art form and taking it and expressing and doing, I love decorating. So I wanted to keep building on this. And with my new job, well, mostly we get to like have some savings, but we looked at a storage unit that is near to us and we can afford it. We're going for like the next one up. Instead of the super small one, it's still a small space. So I still want to keep it contained, but basically all of this is going to go in that storage unit. So today, I'm going to get out of this garage and into the Lumos here. Today we are renting a car because we don't have a car. We're going to take that car. We're renting it for a few hours. We already booked the storage unit. We are going to, it's probably going to take a number of trips, and we're going to get everything out, everything that is Christmas and Halloween, and we're going to get it out and bring it over to the storage unit. And I'm going to bring you along with us. And then I don't know if it'll be in this video, but I can say Matt is also, he ordered 2 storage things that will go in that space, because I'm like, oh my God, are you so excited? He gets more space. And then we'll talk about like what's going to happen there, or maybe I just talk about it now. It's going to create more space for me too. Mostly I'm excited for him, but it's also going to create space for me. And with a storage unit, I can keep building on Christmas and Halloween, like, which is coming up, crazy. Now we'll still always do like the, not one in, one out, but like looking through stuff. And that is the other thing that I want to do. So first, we're going to get the car. Then we're going to get all the shit in the storage unit. And then I want to not go through every single thing, But there are a number of things that I think need to be pulled out and just narrowed down a little bit. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to get me some coffee, and then we are going to go walk and then hop on the train and get to our rental car. So let's go. We have the car. Let's get the stuff. All right, so we have the car, we're loaded up, I'm sweaty, I'm disgusting. I'm paying attention to the road, I'm not looking at you, okay? But two things, I will say. This is a temporary fix. While we're in this house, this is what we're doing. At some point, maybe in our lives, in the rest of our lives, we'll have a bigger house, or we'll have like an attic or a basement even. No, you would live in the basement? Maybe an attic or a shed or something. That would be the solution, so it can be contained by us, or with us. And the other thing is, it's not far from us. So for those of you that are like, you don't have a car, what are you doing? How are you gonna get this stuff back? I'm gonna get myself a wagon and I'm gonna walk it back. I also have a friend willing to help out. I'm not gonna use you, ma'am, okay? But she did offer, so maybe occasionally I'll use her. But anyway, we are headed to the storage unit. Let's go. Well, friends, we did it. We've got the Halloweens over here, if you can't tell by the aesthetic, okay? Red, black, she's done. Look at Mr. Skeleton, AKA Edgar, is shocked by all of this, but we actually still have room. And at some point we'll condense, we'll get more tubs. The tubs are a lot easier to move. These garlands are a nightmare. So we have put the work in and we are gonna go to Veggie Grill and get some food. So come with us if you want to live. We have arrived at Veggie Grill. Let me show you the spread. So first up, if you ever go to Veggie Grill, the Caesar Crunch Wrap is my favorite, although I just found out it has mushrooms in it, so I don't know how I feel, but it does taste good. Get a side of fries. Also, what is this, like Chipotle mayo? Really, Chipotle ranch, really good dip for the fries. We just recently tried that. And then the, oh my God, is that Beyond Steak Quesadilla? So freaking good. And you know that guacamole's all mine. And then we have the Maverick Burger with fries. So we are gonna eat all of this, and then I will meet you at the house. All right, we have returned. Oh God, such a graceful entrance. Shaking the camera, dropping everything. But first, that was a walk, so I'm gonna have me a sip of this real quick. Excuse you. I appreciate the greeting though. You wanna show your face? Look at this face. What is it you want? What is it you want? Are you so happy I'm home? She's looking at the cabinet that has treats, aren't you? Shall we do it? Okay. We do the extra loves, okay? All the time extra loves, right? Yeah. Ignore all the crap on the floor. Yeah. There we go. Oh, we're giving her quite a bit because she needs some meat. Some meat on these bones right here, right? So good. You're in front of the cabinet, but I can wait. And just watch you. Oh, we actually chewed. Progress. Good girl. Was it good? Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, I love you so much. Okay, now get out of the way. Thank you. Anyway, as you saw, we didn't come straight home because there is a Powell's near the Veggie Grill that we went to. And we picked up, I'm basically doing a little book haul, okay? We picked up a couple books. One is over there, but here's one of each. What is that? Oh, it's a bookmark. One that each of us got. And then while I'm here, I've picked up a few. And I know if you're following me on Goodreads, like, why are you picking up books? What have you been reading? Great point. Okay, we'll get to that. Anyway, so Matt picked up this one. It is Death Note Volume 1 and 2, because apparently Alex, a friend of ours, she's my friend, she recommended this and he remembered that. So Alex, he's picked it up and I'm assuming he's going to read it. So there's that. And then the one that I picked up is this one. It is A Sorceress Comes to Call by I think it's Kingfisher. When I worked at the library I worked at in the last job, which actually I saw somebody there that I used to work with, and we were both like, isn't it so great that we're gone? I remember seeing this author's name all the time when I would unbox books. And well, I was drawn to it because of the black cover. We'll be talking about that. But it was rated well. I don't think I've read anything by this author. Let me know if you have. I don't do everything by ratings, but I find it to be a nice guide if it's like above 4 stars on Amazon and Goodreads, which this was. I was like, I'm gonna pick it up because it was on sale. This one was $12.98. And then previously, I have 2 other stacks. Sorry for shaking you. Because one of the things, actually here, let me show you. Stack 1, although the spine is not black, and then a set over here. Because I'm kind of gathering, and I already have a number of these in my regular book collection of stacks of books I haven't read. I need to because they're in a closet and we need to get a shelving unit so I can actually visibly see them with my eyeballs and want to read them. But one of the things that we've decided, and we will get to a Slytherin, this is what I want to do in that room video, is there will be bookshelves in that room because it's going to be a Slytherin common room. And I want them to be pretty much like all black or grayscale, like just dark, just darky dark. Because they're going to be dark shelves too. And I'm not intending to just pick those out, but I will say my eyeballs go to those. So I picked some out actually with Alex around when we went to a number of places. First up is this one. And actually, I think at least 2 of these were mentioned in the Discord group. I do believe at least one of you mentioned this book, and that is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. First up, love that it's a trade paperback. I really enjoy that. But also, the cover right now is so pretty. Does it not give you like the Hermione Granger vibes right now? I have no idea what it's about. I'm not going to sit here and read synopses for you. But I saw it. I am drawn to fantasy and anything that feels obviously very magical. It's welcome to our channel. So pick that one up. And then this is another book that I knew about it from my library and then my former job. And then a couple of you read it. I believe at least 2 of you read it. And it's a gorgeous cover. And it is called When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Look at it. Look at these dragons. Let there be dragons, but also let there be pages. Okay, she's a chunky one. I will say when it came into the library when I was working there and unboxing, I opened the first page and I saw there was a dictionary. And I was like, whoa, okay, I'm not ready for that. But like, I am ready for this. So whenever I come time to this book, I'm excited. And I see it's also a series. And I didn't know that until I had picked it up. So there's that. Then I picked up this one. So I want to get into, and I think maybe this one merges mystery and fantasy. You tell me, because I don't know what most of these are about. I just get drawn by covers and good reviews. But it is A Drop of Corruption, right? Yeah, Corruption. An Anna and Din mystery. So I'm going to guess that there are other mysteries by the Anna that are with those characters. I'm guessing those are characters. Or there will be, maybe. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. Not a completely black cover, okay? But, you know, obviously right here. Maybe this one won't stick in the Slytherin room because you are going to see the spine. But did want to read it. So there is that book. But I wanted to say, fantasy is the genre I'm generally drawn to. When I was regularly reading, and a lot of it is to do with the ADHD aspect. So I'm hoping being on Ritalin, and I can tell you, I haven't been on it very long, I have noticed some things. So some good things. So we'll see. I have to keep with it. It's a freaking process, okay? So anyway, it does make it more challenging to read. So there's that book. And then I have this one right here, which I believe is a new book by Joe Abercrombie. I have read, what did we read by Joe Abercrombie? The Blade Itself, right? That's Joe Abercrombie? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was The Blade Itself, which is part of a fantasy series. I don't think that was the name. I'm pretty sure that was just the name of the first book. And I think I started the second book. It's been a while, but what I loved about his writing, he has a very, very distinctive characters. And I am very drawn to characters, like just weird, twisted, crooked, all the weirdness characters. So I don't know what this is about, but I saw it was a black book and I liked Joe Abercrombie and I've wanted to revisit like all of his works. Speaking of works, I now have a book set. So this set is what kickstarted the idea of like, why don't I do like grayscale, mostly black books in the Slytherin room? I picked this one up. All these I got at Powell's except for this one. I got it at Amazon. Let me take it out of the plastic. I want to get into mysteries. Both like the darker mysteries. I used to read like more in the thriller realm, but I haven't really read a lot of mysteries. And I wouldn't mind trying a cozy mystery here and there. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But I also, as a lover of dark things and true crime and just twisted stuff, I haven't really read a lot of horror. I think most of what I've read would be fantasy and probably general fiction. If you call Edgar Allan Poe horror, creepy. I think he's more creepy. So I picked up this horror book collection. Can you tell why this like gave me the idea? So I don't think I'm going to take that off, or am I? Let's see if I could take these out easily. Basically, what I was drawn to with this set is the spine. The set of the spine. It is like basically a graveyard, like a haunted house graveyard situation. Yeah, it's a graveyard. But we've got like spooky trees, spooky house. And then we have some like classic horror stories. So I will say I'm not a huge fan of the covers. I went in for the spines, but you don't really generally see the covers a lot when they're on your bookshelf. But they are a like faux leather. Like it's a really interesting material. Did that help you? I don't know. So it comes with the selected works of Edgar Allan Poe. I didn't check to see which ones. Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite authors. I have not read all of his stuff, probably because I don't want to run out. So I'll need to see what's in here. I do want a complete collection, and there are also a number out there that I just really love the cover, so I'll probably pick that up. Then I have Frankenstein. I have Frankenstein somewhere, and I've been wanting to read it for the longest time and still have not. I don't think I ever read it for school. So now I have that. I can't recall if I've read Sleepy Hollow, but it does come with Sleepy Hollow. So these are classics. Dracula. I started reading Dracula a long, long time ago, and it wasn't what I expected. But I feel like the Aubrey now could like soak this up a bit better. And then what do we have? Oh, okay. Classic horror tales. So this set is like a nice dose of horror. I'm guessing everything that's etched on there. And there's also like little bits on the back and they're just etched in there. So cool. What do we have? Terror, wickedness, lots of things written on here. And then another set of authors I have wanted to read for a long time. And I've read some, I believe, are the Brothers Grimm. So here is a book that contains some of their stories because as you may know, there are a number of stories out there that we are all familiar with that are based on, they're a more softened version of the Brothers Grimm, and I'm excited. I don't know, like you're seeing some on here, like Rapunzel. I don't know if this is the one that is like, there are versions that are like more raw and completely accurate in the grimminess of how it was originally done. So that is the book haul. When we were doing the storage unit, which holy moly, I thought we rented a car for 3 hours and we were like, that's gonna be plenty of time. We're both ADHD when we miscalculate by quite a bit.
I'm sure I understood. Could you please clarify what you're asking?
Alexa, no. What was I saying? Oh, it took us 5.5 hours at the storage unit. And we're disgusting, so we had to walk and all the things. But anyway, I was going to sit there and like go through, not everything with you, but a good bit of it. Mainly, I was looking for some things that I knew I was going to be letting go of, i.e. what's in this box right here. So first up, we have a bunch of trees. Now, these are trees that like aren't the most inexpensive. Village trees are not the most inexpensive, even though I got most of these from Michael's. Jesus, Aubrey, from Michael's some time ago and probably used a coupon. But so there's that. And then I have some smaller versions here. And then inside this box, can I do this? Welcome to vlogs that we are going to try and do once weekly. We will see. I have, well, if you've watched my Christmas vlogs, you'll know what this is from. We have our Christmas tree, our village Christmas tree. Let me tell you, the scents, the evergreeny scents coming off of this right now. And then inside here, hold on, just come inside. Inside here is the village stuff. So we have like the Schleich characters. I have, oh, my poor snowman. You guys, his arm. What happened? Dumbledore, fix it. We have all of the Schleich characters, just the little like villagey pieces, which we did, I think it was Hogsmeade, and that's where most of it was. But as you might know, I let go of Lego and Department 56. Well, Department 56 was my Christmas village. And I knew that. As soon as I let one go, I'm letting them all go because it's a village. It takes a village. Anyway, we decided not to keep the village. Matt didn't want to keep it for different reasons. I need more of that Coke. He's not particularly impressed with the illumination of it. Because when it lights on, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with like the paint job and everything. I find it one of the better sets out there, or villages out there, but when you light it up, the whole house lights up, and that's just not accurate. It used to be like things were made of a different quality. At least my growing up and my mom putting them out, like the lights just generally came through the windows and where there should be lights and not the entire house. Can I help you? This is what she does. Look at this. She talks to the water. She has to greet it. Oh, it's the cutest little waggy tail. Look at that tail. Look at that tail right now. Are you so happy with that water, Jazzy? Look at that drinky Jazzy. She's feeling better. She wasn't feeling very good. What were we talking about? Between Alexa and Jasmine. Just throwing me off. But anyway, the village just didn't really fit into what I wanted to do. So it went, which means all the other stuff needs to go. Even though I will say, and I did say this, the Schleich advent calendar was one of my favorite advent calendars of this past season. But I will also say we're going to be doing Christmas differently, Christmas season. So stay tuned in many a month. Actually, it's not that far away. So there's that. Now, let me go take you downstairs and show you what it looks like now. I love you. I missed you. Did you see downstairs? There's more room for you now. We're going. The house is a nightmare. I'll go, Jazzy. I'll go check it out. Let's go downstairs. Oh, God, there's a jumping spider. We need to get a new spider. The jumping spider we got from Spirit Halloween. We left it out in the rain. Okay, we're going to Daddy's office. Are you excited? Look at it. Oh my God, look at this sweet kitty. So, we have space. OMG. Here is the side. Now, this unit right here, this little like wire metally business, this is, like I said, a lot of paint and tools. Some of it can just go away. And then some of it can get organized. We have our cat backpack right here. I think the emergency water, have yourself some emergency stuff, okay? Will probably go on here. But what's going to go over here is he ordered, which was paid for by you guys who support me on Mercari. Quite literally, I just moved the money over. So you treated him, and he deserves to be treated. So this is mostly for him, isn't it? And you guys get it too, right, Bubs? She's very happy. Basically, he needed more storage. And so he wanted some like metal lockers, like black metal lockers. His vibe in here is like mostly black. So we are gonna put together those, I guess, in a hot minute. Either that or we're just gonna have them together. I don't know. We have to wait for the other one to come in. And then he's gonna bring his clothes down here. And then it's going to give me space for my clothes, which I've desperately needed. It's a win for all of us. So I'm excited. It's just, what have I been? Hold on. I need to sit down. I was in the car on the way back with him, and I was like, what did we do? What have we done? Should we have done this? And he's like, what? Make more room for ourselves because we don't have any other option? give ourselves more room for decor, like give me more room. Like it's a win across the board. So I said to him, yeah, but we're basically paying for our stuff. And he's like, well, you're paying for the house, which holds your stuff. So it's not really any different. And I was like, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. So I feel less guilty about it. And I shouldn't, because it made me happy and it made him happy. So we shouldn't feel guilt for any decisions that we make that make us happy. So anyway, we're going to do that. Oh, we're having a bath? My sweet baby. We're going to do that. Her little tail's wagging. And then, yeah, we'll come back and do it, or we'll come back and it'll be done. I'll see you then. Okay, slight change of plans. So we'll come back to the room because it is quite a change. Would you agree? It's a big change. But last night, I didn't mention this in the video about Leia, but we also paid for her paws to be like pressed in clay, like a clay paw thingy. And then ink prints of her paws. And I hadn't been seeing an email about it. We were supposed to get an email in a week or 2 weeks, and I still wasn't seeing it, but I was also really occupied with like learning a new job. And every company under the sun, as well as like political stuff that I never signed up for, is emailing me. So last night I was like, why haven't we heard? I searched. Lo and behold, they messaged us 10 days ago. So I'm hoping it's still there, saying that it's there. They didn't put a time frame, so I would like to think that it will be there, but that is where we're walking right now. So I'll try not to cry because we're going to wrap this video on a positive note, okay? But I'm really excited to pick those up, and I don't know what we'll do, whether we turn them into an ornament and hang them on a tree or something, but just a little piece of her with us always. So we'll take you there. Thank you so much. Care. Thank you, you too. So we have our prints. These are her paw prints. I think it's the back paws that they do because they said they're easier. Yeah. We're under an overhang. I'd say that's the best one. I already cried a bunch last night because I felt like this is very overstimulating. There's like a parade about to happen. People like sitting over there. I feel like I'm being watched. But I just like beat myself up because I got the email, but they clearly still had it. Hands are shaking. Okay, so it does look like it's just one clay piece. Oh, that's really sweet. I don't know if I should take it out.
No.
Yeah, let's leave it in. My little kitty. All right, so we're gonna go to the mall. I don't know if I'm gonna film it. I promise we'll wrap on a happy note, okay? I've just been keeping a lot of feelings since the last video, internally, because I've had to do this job. And thinking about my kitty would make that challenging. Not that I didn't think about her, but anyway, we're gonna go to the mall and pick something up, and we'll see if we treat ourselves. We'll see if it's on camera, but at the most, we are gonna go back home and I'm gonna show you that space. So let's go gather ourselves.
At the least.
At the least. At the least. I can't think. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, we are back. My hair is not back. I mean, she's on my head, but she's not together, okay? Rain and curly hair don't go well together. But anyway, we are back. I will say, did go to the mall. What are we doing here? I did go to the mall, and we got some things. They're food things, so I'll show you in a second. But I did have a thought after picking up Leia's bits. The bits. Did you just walk past? What a creep. I don't know. I just had a thought of like kind of immediate regret. and everyone's different, and, you know, do whatever. You're just walking all over the place, just cross the mirror, you know? It's like you live here or something. You know, do whatever brings you the most joy. This is the joy in grief. I don't know. This is the first time we've ever paid to have like, well, no, we got prints, but as far as like the clay piece, I didn't love it. The actual item is fine. It's great. It's a piece of my cat. Not literally. Humor helps me. Okay. I didn't enjoy like feeling that feeling again. But also, like I said to him, it makes it feel very final, and it would seem like you would think it's the actual like death of your loved creature. That feels final, but it doesn't. It's a really surreal thing. It doesn't feel done. And I don't like having something that made it feel done. I just want to have her with me all the time. So anyway, that is that. We did that. So what did we get at the mall to treat ourselves? Give me the things. So didn't find any. Well, no, we picked up one item, and that is going to be in another video that I'm actually recording today. So it'll come out this week, whichever comes first. But last time we went to this candy shop, and we've been to the candy shop. To take you to the candy shop, anybody? We've been to it before. Like I've picked up some butterbeer like gummies there and stuff. And then the last time we went through and got stuff out of the bins because they actually marked things as vegan. And I didn't really love most of the stuff in the bins. Like I wanted to like feel like a kid, like when I went to the movies and you just like filled up your bag. But they have a lot of very nostalgic, like packaged candy. So we did get some things. First up, if you're in the Discord group, you would know. You're on camera, just so you know. We are on the cameras. Loving the kitties. If you're in the Discord group, you know I already had some of this. Well, I went back and got some more. So I have myself some cotton candy. Okay. Normally I feel like cotton candy is a must to have at like a fair or an amusement park. But if you could bring it in your own home, like why not? You know what I'm saying? So this is, I feel like, probably my favorite flavor, and then you've got your classics, so blue raspberry and whatever classic is, I don't know. So cotton candy. I'm a person that would just like eat sugar, at like sugar sticks. I fun dip, all those things. And then Matt got, what'd you get? Lemon drops. A little Dumbledore action right there. Are they wrapped? It doesn't seem like they're wrapped. It looks like paper packaging. And then I got, speaking of sweets, you're so creepy. I love Smarties. I'm that person with Smarties. If you're not from the States and you don't know what Smarties are, maybe I'll put an image up there, but they're just little round sugar candies. And they're kind of like the outside's a little bit more softer than the inside. So I was going to say as a kid, but a little bit as an adult too, except I have jaw issues. So I would gnaw the outside and then eat the inside. Well, this is a Smartie lollipop, and it's one of my favorites because it's like kind of soft, and I just gnaw it. I just gnaw the whole thing. It's so good. Forgot I got these. Warheads, anybody like the soury things? I grew up with my father, who, if you're familiar with Sam's Club, if you grew up like East Coast, I mean, is Sam's Club more than the East Coast? I don't know. I grew up in upstate New York, and Sam's Club, we would go, it's like Costco, and I distinctly remember him getting large containers of warheads and fireballs, and we would just like test each other and who can hold it in their mouth longer. And it's like no problemo for both of us, really. So I love me some warheads. I can't go through a whole bag, or like I'll have no taste buds, but I love them. And then Matt got a rock candy stick. We had gotten some out of the bins, but then they had this like string throughout it. And I love rock candy. I remember first time, I feel like I remember eating rock candy was at like Niagara Falls, like in their little store or something. But I have really sensitive teeth, and I have a lot of, like I said, jaw issues. So something really hard, can't really do much. Anything else? I think outside of, I think that's all the sugary bits. And then I got myself a pickle Rick. A pickle Rick's. I love pickles. I think he said there's like some kind of pickle at Disney I'll be eating, so I'm excited. I don't love butter pickles. That's just wrong. It's just all kinds of wrong. So I'm assuming this is a dill one. Yeah, dill flavored. So there's that. Let's now wrap this video, because this whole video mostly has been about that daggone storage unit that I'm so glad we did. And, you know, just stop living in like little boxes that you need to put yourself in. And if it feels good to you, if something makes you happy, who cares how the world judges it? Just do the thing. So we did the thing. And in the meantime, we didn't record actually putting it together. I just sat in the Disney room and he put together his, like locker situations. So let me show you what's going on there. It is not a finished product, but it is like a big difference. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't say hi to her since coming home. Oh yeah, we are a little bit of a mess here. Can you get this angle? We'll get this angle. Oh, look at that little puppy. Look at that puppy. I love that puppy so much. Look at its little face. Oh my God, the ankles. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why you do that, but she does that. All right, here we go. So like I said, it's a work in progress. This all needs to be sorted out, but we might have ordered some things, or I told him to go ahead and order some things that will go right here. And at some point, we're going to do like a full tour of his office. And probably once those are up or show him building it, I don't know. But anyway, this whole area, as you know, had a whole lot of decor and bins and stuff, and it was a hot mess. And maybe you can't tell the difference. And maybe I should clear this out, but like he was tired, I was tired. So anyway, not a lot of lights in here because we are in a garage as a reminder. And maybe at some point we can afford an electrician to come out here and sort that out. But so we have lockers and they're just like your classic locker. Toilet paper, anybody? Who gives a crap? Love that stuff. He just really wanted the sound of it. Also his aesthetic in here, furniture wise, is black. So it goes really well with it. But with something like this, we can like compartmentalize things. I think there's nothing in here. Like our tools will go. Right now they're up in that bin there. Will go in here, but it gives for a lot of options. We'll probably end up with like a magnetic label on the outside. But again, this is like, I mean, outside of this is like household stuff. This is his space. So he's going to do what he wants with it. We got the guitar here. That'll probably change, or the two guitars. And then, well, actually up here, we have a couple lounge fly bags. I don't think they'll stay, but it's the storage. It's the storage we're here for. All right, then I backed up. This is not what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to push it against the wall, but he has his own plan. And so these are our different kind of locker, if you can't tell. The other ones were more individual. Let me like pan the whole space here. I know, okay. More to come. Like I said, that'll all be sorted out. It's going to look cool. The area will get even painted at some point, just like the Disney area. But these are going to hold his clothes, which will help me quite a lot. But he has 3 of them. He seems to think that's going to be plenty of room. That would not be plenty of room for me, but I don't know why I needed to open all 3. So there's that, you guys. More to come. Okay, we are now in the bedroom. The reason we're in the bedroom is because it also impacts me. Because in the bedroom, and this is the room that's going to end up being the Gryffindor common room bedroom, this is my side. These are my clothes. They go down there. Okay, I never thought I'd be a clothes person, but here we are. Okay, and then on this side are Matt's clothes. Matt is going to be taking all of his clothes downstairs and putting them in those lockers. Like, this is going to be all my space. So I create space for him and then space for myself is how this works. Okay? But it was his idea as far as that goes. It was my idea to say, get yourself some stuff and start building out your rooms. You have room for like the things that you collect and enjoy and have a space that is yours and not just me taking over this whole house. So I love him. And I just, like I said, I just encourage everyone to do whatever it is that makes you really happy and drop all of the ideas of what is right. There is no right in the world. There's no right answer. That's what makes it hard. That's what makes decisions hard, is there's not a right or a wrong. Most of the time, like there really isn't. So don't let anyone's judgment stop you, even if it's your own judgment, stop you from doing yourself. If it opens your heart and makes you feel more happy, alive, all good things, then it seems like a thing you should probably do. So anyway, let that be a message, but that is a wrap. We got a storage unit, we stored the things, and we created some storage. And there's much to come, and we'll eventually do a tour of that room and the Disney room, Rumpus room, we're calling it. and all the things. I need to go record a little unboxing. But until next time, my magical friends, I should have turned that fan off, but I did not. Remember to love what you love with everything you have and keep making magic. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, God. See, I'm bumping into stuff. I don't even have any room.